Hey, it's Tori from the band Countless Wonders. Some people have the beautiful talent of being an artist. You can come to really know an artist through their work because it visually portrays their mind. And the same thing goes for God. In just 7 days, God created the heavens and the earth. His hands placed the stars in the sky. He sculpted mountains like clay and carved out the sea and filled it with living creatures. And we can come to know our Maker through these creations. So if God is love, then his creations were formed out of love. So they, like an artist's work, can reflect God. If you think of God's creation, a rock, for example, has no choice but to be in communion with its maker, and neither does a pickle or an iguana or whatever it may be. They have no choice but to be in communion with their maker. But human beings are different. We were made in the image and likeness of God. And just think about that for a moment. That's so mind-blowing that we as human beings were made in the image and likeness of God. We're not like a rock or a pickle or an iguana. We're different because we can feel and we have a conscious mind and we have a soul. It comes from the free will that we were given by God. And free will allows us to freely love God. And that's a perfect kind of love because it's our choice. But there's a love more perfect than us choosing to love God. Galatians chapter 2 says, "I have been crucified with Christ and no longer live, but Christ lives in me." When you completely empty yourself, you can be filled with God's grace. And when this happens, it is now God living in you that loves God. And that is a perfect love. So we can only pray to be emptied of ourselves. That way others come to know our Maker through his masterpiece, which is us.
Close my eyes, let the static go away.